ahead of
Also,
yourself.
some would say this is experience talking.
Yeah, this is bro.
Oh no, we can't have someone validate
Yes,
those segues.
yes,
We can't have
thank
someone
you,
validate
thank
those
you.
segues. Oh,
Finally,
no.
That's my
finally,
type.
finally.
Ah. It is
Listen.
experience talking.
My transitions have improved, guys. Okay, but anyway,
Greatly.
let's talk about the music. But this kind of it ties, like, the more I hear you talk, the more I realize as much as Blankets and Wine was your baby, it's now belongs to everyone.
Yeah.
And that's kind of similar in music. Like, I find a lot of times when I'm making music and I release it, once it's out, it's no
out.
longer mine.
Yeah.
It belongs to the
Yeah.
people and how they feel about
Yeah.
it. But I wanted to ask, when did you make this project, one, and what pushed you to get back to releasing music?
Yeah.
And how did the collaboration with Blinky come about?
Yeah. So we started this work in the pandemic.
Okay.
We got a grant and a project called Africa 2020.
Okay.
And so they're like, yeah, you guys can make anything, but the condition is has to be audiovisual. So Musa Musi is the visual artist attached to the project, and Blinky and I were told just
He also made the artwork.
yeah, Musa Musi made the
Phenomenal
artwork. Yeah,
artwork, by
yeah,
the
Very
way.
good.
yeah.
Very good.
Musa Musi is the truth. That is an art director that like 10 toes in.
Yeah.
Wonderful. He also happens to be my boo.
Oh.
Shout out to you, bro.
My boo.
No wonder the big up is so big uppy.
No, but
Yeah.
like 100%. I think we say with Blinky all the time, kama kitu ni kali ni kali.
Mhm.
Like, don't be an inner hater. Like, it has nothing to do. It is just my privilege that I am his boo. It has nothing to do with me that he's so dope. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Although, of course, I like to think that I have some contributions there.
Y'all are really a family of creatives, though. I like that.
Yeah, we
I
really
like
are.
that.
So we were given this grant and we just like make whatever you want to make. So we're like, all right. So we went and found a crib in Nanyuki. We invited a man-child.
Mhm.
That's Leon Omondi, who is like a genre
Mhm.
to himself.
Yeah.
I completely love him. And Lisa, who is just such a good, competent musician. Like, Lisa's a
She's
great
phenomenal.
writer. She's a
That's
great
phenomenal.
Sam's
singer.
fave.
She's
Yeah.
phenomenal.
She's
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah. She's definitely in my, like, she's ranking. Lisa is like, yeah. Like no knock.
Mhm.
And she really makes me feel something. And I think that's that's almost an art that's been lost in the world we are in now.
Okay.
And then Dilly, who's a long time friend.
He's been around for a minute in the
yeah,
music scene.
yeah, and
Just quietly
yeah,
there by doing
yeah,
his own thing.
yeah. And Dilly's like
Shout out to
a
him.
master sampler,
Mhm.
and a great recording engineer. So we're like, cool, let's just go and like think some thoughts, kick it with each other and see where we want to go. And then we really had a lot of like big conversations around what do we want to create? What's the thing we want to make?
Yeah.
What's the artistic statement? What's the thing that we're grappling with? And between us, there was a real question around kind of the Kenyan identity, given our global, international access and positioning. What does it mean to be a Kenyan artist? What does it mean to reference Kenyan music? What could Kenyan pop, where frontiers Kenyan pop hasn't gone? What does experimenting look like? And kind of just through those conversations, started to develop these ideas, chopping up a sample, spending some time, thinking about that life.
Mhm.
And then one of those days, Blink is like, nice, just experience talking. And I was like, correct.
Was this
Okay.
entire body of work made in 2020?
No. And it was more like 2021. And
Okay.
we started in 2021 and then we kept working on it. And I think we wrapped recordings in 2024.
Okay.
Okay.
So
23,
periodically
24.
you'd lock in
Yeah.
and just work on the project and then leave it
we
for a
just
while,
kind-
then
yeah,
work on it.
exactly. Right.
Okay.
Because then we also felt like there were some ideas that had evolved for sure, like Cinema Kosa,
Mhm.
Nico Hype, even a new take on Nawapa. There was some stuff that we did just kind of sitting with the work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it wasn't our intention to sit on the work that long. It's
Okay.
also just like acceptance of how life is moving.
It's life.
You know,
Sometimes life
yeah,
lives.
yeah. We had a baby. Blinky had we cut keys too. He had original dates. The dates
Classic.
got moved. And you know, I was just very present to what that meant for him. Like
Yeah.
releasing work is hard. So kind of like, okay, so what's the right timing where you can attend to this and the work has imeiva. Na tuko
Mhm.
hapa.
My favorite song on the
Yeah.
project is definitely Aina Moja. That's just my favorite. Like the melody is just phenomenal. But I do want to talk.
Aina moja. Do you have a fave?
Oh, go ahead.
I was actually listening back to the project again last night. I would say it's probably Aina Moja again as well. I don't know. I like it. It just feels it when it starts playing. It just does something. It feels really good, and it's. I feel like in terms of like what Blinky offers, it sounds like you guys got to a really good
Yeah.
meeting point on that
Yeah.
specific song.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything just sounds like it was working for everyone involved in that. I mean, there's a couple of
Nice.
songs on there
Yeah.
but then Aina Moja definitely. When I heard it, I was like, okay, this is
Yeah. That's a runaway for you.
Yeah.
Very nice.